Hey guys, today I'm looking at Phasmophobia. It's kind of hard reviewing or looking at multiplayer games because they always change and updating at patches. But my overall experience with this game was pretty positive initially. Essentially that, this is just a normal ghost hunting game. It came out in October, I guess a couple of years ago. And yeah, it was just always a fun little thing to mess around with. Some of the things in the game that are unusual is that you could find things like bones or other things that the ghost would leave behind, and you'd have a truck full of different equipment that you can use to determine what kind of ghost it is. And with a bunch of patches, like every time I play the game, it felt like they added a new type of ghost from like either Japanese lore or some other kind of weird whatever. And so the basic objective of the game is to go into the house, set up all your equipment, and find out what kind of ghost it is by investigating. And so you usually need at least 3 pieces of evidence that will narrow down exactly to which type of ghost it is. And that'll revolve around things like, does it leave ghost orbs, the night vision when you leave the camera on in the environment. Does it lower the temperature? So can you see your breath? Can you use the temperature meter to determine that? Is it a ghost that likes that likes light or runs away from it? Does it turn off things? Is it violent? And so based on that, it can range everything from like a demon to a specter to a banshee to an oni or something. And so there's a large spectrum of the types of ghost it is. So, and the way the game rewards you is if you get pictures of it, if you get remnants of it, like bones and stuff, taking pictures of the things that's left behind. And again, this is mostly a multiplayer game, and it's the enablement of mics that really makes it really special and fun and interesting and different. Because it's always fun to hear your friends scream over the mic and hear them, totally panic as they fall into like a ditch or something, or they get eaten by the ghost. And so the thing is, my friends would always kind of initiate a lot of these engagements. And the thing is, just over the years, I just didn't really like playing the same kind of game over and over again. My thing with multiplayer games, especially there's a lot of addictive multiplayer games out there, like Counter-Strike and whatever. And my whole shtick is like, if I can play the game and have a prediction on what's going to happen, and that pretty much happens, then I just don't have any interest in playing the game. Yeah. And so over time, it just became the same kind of game. You play a couple of rounds or matches, and that would be like normal or very predictable. Like, oh yeah, we found the ghost. This is what it was. And that's my only complaint about the game. But yeah, you're scored on, even if you don't guess the ghost right, if you get 2 pictures and bones and whatever, you can still get money that way. And using that money, you can buy more equipment for your next ghost hunt, essentially. But if you do guess right, you get like the full score for the ghost. Also, the ghosts have certain names, and you can basically call out their name in the mic and the ghost will follow you. There are also other times when the ghost essentially will find out where you are and try to attack you. And if you can tell the ghost is hunting, because your lights will flash on and off. And so when you do that, you kind of hide in a corner and stay quiet. Otherwise, the ghost can hear you and will come after you and kill you. And again, the way the ghost kills you just wraps its hands around your face, and then you see a little cutscene of like some weird hell thing, and then you die. And then you become a specter, and you just wander the map until your friends can figure out what happened to you. So yeah, I don't know. There's different ways of playing this game. A lot of people play this game seriously and reasonably, and I absolutely do not. I'm the guy who would go in with 3 different glow sticks and like throw them around the environment. I would also have, a bunch of candles and, be the candle guy. I would always find some way to mess around to make the game interesting or fun, because honestly, it was so boring, doing the same kinds of things over and over again. I did like they have the different camera systems. I did try this game in VR, and that was actually a lot of fun playing with my non-VR friends. And the fact that you can actually hold 4 things, because you have 2 things in your hands and 2 things on your belt. And so I just became the glow stick man, and it was really fun. The asylum is probably the worst level in this game simply because it's so large, and to actually find the ghost and track it down is just very time consuming and not very fun. But the small houses, the hunts, those are pretty fun. But yeah, I guess I've had a mixed, feeling with this game. It was fun when it came out, but I just don't have that same amount of fun anymore when I play it. And I feel like everyone's moved on to other games now. But yeah, I just want to kind of give my quick 2 cents on this game. One thing I do appreciate is that they keep updating like the lobby. The main lobby you spawn into, and now there's like a basketball thing that like keeps track every time you log in of like your score of how many baskets you got. And for Halloween they did a big overhaul of the lobby, which was I think pretty cool. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about this game. See you later, guys.